with Enterprise Zone Act, one person has reserved time, and, Ms. Glenn, Sullivan will make remarks.
Good morning. My name is Gwen Tillotson with the Economic Development Division, and I'd like to give just a little overview of the Economic Development Program since it's been 2 years since the city has nominated projects. The program is administered by the Texas Economic Development Bank, which is in the Office of the Governor of Economic Development and Tourism. It provides an economic development incentive through state sales and use tax refunds, and the incentives are available to projects that are within or in proximity to an enterprise zone. Eligible projects must meet state statutory requirements, which includes a capital investment, so there has to be a capital investment component. A minimum number of jobs has to be created or retained. There has to be a commitment to hire a certain percentage of economically disadvantaged individuals or residents that reside in the zone. In order for a project to be considered for the state refund incentives, it has to be nominated by a municipality. So that is the role that the city of Houston is playing. The city can nominate up to 9 projects because of our population during a biennial period. And the 2 projects being considered today are the first nominations for this biennial cycle. The projects must then submit a project application to the state for incentive consideration. The city approved an ordinance in 2008 for participation in the program and providing certain incentives that may be available to the nominated projects, although the city is not required to provide any local incentive. The available local incentive is a factor of the local effort component of the application score. The ordinance amendment on today's agenda is to expand the list of incentives that may be available to improve the local effort score for the City of Houston nominated projects. We are nominating 2 projects. The first is TH Healthcare, the second Goodman Manufacturing. TH Healthcare is investing about $10 million over the next 5 years to upgrade its facility and to purchase state-of-the-art equipment to enhance the patient care services. Goodman Manufacturing is investing approximately $9 million over the next 5 years on building, land improvements, machinery, equipment as phase 1 of an expansion and a relocation of the aluminum evaporator coil production from Dayton, Tennessee. And this project will create approximately 140 new jobs. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. To be clear, this has no impact on the City of Houston's finances. This is not a City of Houston program. This is a State of Texas program. We are required to forward these requests to the state for their evaluation.
That is correct. We sort of serve as a conduit between the business and the refund available by the state.
Thank you, ma'am. Councilmember Cohen? Are you on the list, Councilmember? I'm sorry, it's we want to clear the screen. That is my mistake.
My mistake.
Councilmember Noriega.
Thank you, Mayor. I've seen these go by before and have wondered if we really take advantage of this to the extent that we need to. We have 2 projects for this cycle, is that correct?
These are the first 2 projects. I am aware of future projects that will be nominated next cycle as well. We do have up to 9 projects, and we certainly could take advantage. We have nominated approximately 9 projects between 2008 and 2010.
I understand the idea of not competing with ourselves or picking through and trying to decide. I do think that taking advantage of this at every opportunity and making sure that we don't let cycles go by without having someone nominated is important. And so I would just encourage, maybe even another level of outreach and discussion with folks. I think the more proactive we are in identifying things, the better, because it just seems like other areas of Texas may, get there just a little bit before we do, and we really need to focus as much on economic development and the kinds of things that this would provide as we can. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to thank you for bringing this forward. I am supportive because I think it's important to maintain our economic base and make sure that these significant investments are being done here in Houston proper and not going elsewhere, and also maintaining critical jobs that are targeted and focused to these communities. And so I think that's a good thing. I think the fact that we haven't, approved any in 2 years speaks to the criteria that is in place to make sure that we don't use them loosely and approve anything, that they have to meet certain guidelines that not only meet our local criteria under the ordinance that we amended, but also that meets the requirements of the state, because this is a state program, and look forward to being supportive of these items. And encourage my colleagues to support them as well, so we can close the books this December on these items, so that they could move forward with the investments instead of having to wait. I think the next time would probably be in March before these items would be reconsidered again. So we encourage a vote today.
Thank you.
Councilmember Sullivan?
I have one question for Gwen, and then a question for Commissioner Feldman. With respect to Gwen, in our packet, we had a couple of maps and also Exhibit A, which has a list. Would you tell me what this is for and what it means with respect to these projects?
The list identifies incentives that may be available if a project is eligible. That project would still have to go through the normal due diligence process of any other business in order to determine whether or not the city will support it. So that is simply a list of incentives. The way that the scoring process works is an application has to be completed by the businesses once the ordinance is passed with our nominations. And the listed incentives help to determine what the local score is going to be. The maximum score for local effort is 25. So the more incentives that are available to support these projects, the higher the local score. And so that contributes to their overall score.
Okay, good explanation. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mr. Feldman, does inclusion in this program preclude participation in anything else like a 380 down the road or TERS or any other incentive programs?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Thank you. If you all will step back, we have one person who has signed up to speak.
Okay,
And
and
Ms. Gadsden, Ms. Sullivan, thank you for your presentation.
Ms. Caitlin Glenn. Ms. Glenn,
Ms. Glenn is here. She,
undoubtedly is not
no,
present.
she's here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Glenn, and I'm a representative for both CH Healthcare Limited as well as Goodman. We just really wanted to thank you for all of your support. Gwendolyn has been amazing to work with, and we really appreciate her hard work over the last few weeks, and thank you so much.
Councilmember Adams?
Thank you, Mayor. Caitlin, I just want to thank you so much for all that you do and the work that you do. And thank you so much for sacrificing and meeting me in Austin and sharing this wonderful project with me. And I think it's very important, I know, for the constituents of District D and the retention of employees and all the training and the build out of new facilities for that particular hospital. So again, I just want to thank you so much for working with our administration and of course the wonderful staff in moving this particular enterprise zone forward. And again, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you, awesome job.
Thank you. Are there any other public speakers who wish to address this issue? Seeing none, I need a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.